Yo, what's up, family? Check this out. I just want to get down and I just want to get into this Gospel of Barnabas, and I just want to, just show you something that I've been studying. I didn't just pick this up. I've been studying this, and I just feel it's time to really bring it out. So I just want to go ahead and get to it, because I know y'all heard about Barnabas before throughout the 66 books, but you just heard him in a couple of verses here and there. But you got to wonder why, like, if he was rolling with the boys like that, with the apostles, and he was rolling like that, like, where's his gospel? Where's his epistle? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to read this. The Gospel of Barnabas, introduction, how the Gospel of Barnabas survived. The Gospel of Barnabas was accepted as a canonical gospel in churches of Alexandria till 325 AD. Irenaeus, 130 through 200, wrote in support of pure monotheism and opposed Paul for injecting into Christianity doctrines of the pagan Roman religion and Platonic philosophy. He had quoted extensively from the Gospel of Barnabas in support of his views. This shows that the Gospel of Barnabas was in circulation in the first and second centuries of Christianity. In 325 AD, the NICENE Council was held, where it was ordered that all original Gospels in Hebrew script should be destroyed. An edict was issued that anyone in possession of these Gospels would be put to death. Now, you need to ask yourself, why would the NICENE Council order the original Gospels in Hebrew to be destroyed? And why would they issue that anyone in possession of these Gospels be put to death? That's wild. So let's keep reading. We're going to find out. In 383 AD, the Pope secured a copy of the Gospel of Barnabas and kept it in his private library. In the fourth year of Emperor Zeno, the remains of Barnabas was discovered, and there was found on his breast a copy of the Gospel of Barnabas written by his own hand. The famous Vulgate Bible appears to be based on this gospel. Pope Sixtus, 1585 through 90, had a friend, Marino. He found the Gospel of Barnabas in a private library of the Pope. Marino was interested because he had read the writings of Irenaeus, where Barnabas had been profusely quoted. The Italian manuscript passed through different hands till it reached a person of great name and authority in Amsterdam, who during his lifetime was often heard to put a high value on this piece. After his death, it came in possession of J.E. Kramer, a counselor of the King of Prussia. In 1713, Kramer presented this manuscript to famous connoisseur of books, Prince Eugene of Savoy. In 1738, along the library of the prince, it found its way into, I ain't even gonna mess that name up, in Vienna. There it now rests. So as we can see, the gospel or the epistle of Barnabas was in circulation during the first and second century. But in the Nicene Council was ordering people to be killed if they was to be found with that book and all the other original Hebrew writings, right? So with that being said, let me show you some of Barnabas. The New Testament of the Bible consists of 4 Gospels, reports about the life and teachings of Yahshua, the Acts of Apostles, being the history of early believers, and epistles of Paul. And the epistles to the Colossians chapter 4, verse 10, Paul describes Barnabas thus: Barnabas, touching whom ye receive commandments. If he comes until you, receive him. Here Paul refers to the commandments of Yahshua. Among other references in Paul's epistles, and it's the following in the epistles to the Galatians. And when James, Cephas, and John, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace that was given me, they gave me and Barnabas the right hand of fellowship, that we should go to the heathen and then to the circumcision. So we can see Barnabas in here, right? We see Barnabas in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read one more. Hold on. Read one more. And when Paul would come to Jerusalem, he essayed to join himself to the disciples, but they were all afraid of him. It's another story. And believed not that he was a disciple, but Barnabas took him and brought him to the apostles. Now we see Barnabas rolling, and they trusted him. So let's see why they hid and didn't want us to have the epistle of Barnabas. We're going to start in the epistle of Barnabas at chapter 10, verse 1. But as for much as Moses said, ye shall not eat the swain, nor eagle, nor falcon, nor crow, nor any fish which has no scale upon it. He received in his understanding 3 ordinances. Yeah, and further he said unto them in Deuteronomy, and I will lay as a covenant upon these people my ordinances. So then it is not a commandment of the Creator that they should not bite with their teeth, but Moses spake it in spirit. You heard that? That you should not bite down with your teeth, but Moses spake this in spirit. Sound familiar? Accordingly, he mentioned the swine with this intent. Thou shalt not cleave, says he, to such men who are like unto swine. That is, when they are in luxury, they forget the Creator. But when they are in want, they recognize the Creator. Just as the swine, when it eateth, knoweth not his Creator, but when it is hungry, it cries out. And when it has received food again, it is silent. Neither shalt thou eat eagle, nor falcon, nor kite, nor crow. Thou shalt not, he says, cleave unto or be likened to such men who know not how to provide food for themselves by toil and sweat, but in their lawlessness seize what belongeth to others, and as if they were walking in gulliness, watch and search about for someone to rob in their city. Just as these birds alone do not provide food for themselves, but sit idle and seek how they may eat the meat that belongs to others, being pestilent in their evil doings. Don't be likened into a falcon, a kite, or a crow. Moses was speaking this thing spiritually. Don't be out here robbing niggas. Don't be stealing what ain't yours, taking what ain't yours. It's a good read, man. And thou shalt not eat, says he, lamprey, nor polypus, nor cuttlefish. Thou shalt not, he meaneth, become like unto such men who are desperately wicked and are already condemned to death, just as these fishes alone are cursed and swimming in the depths, not swimming on the surface like the rest, but dwell on the ground beneath the sea. Moreover, thou shalt not eat the hare. Why so? Thou shalt not be found a corrupter of boys, nor shalt thou become like such persons. For the hare gaineth one passage in the body every year, for according to the number of years it lives, it has just so many offices. Again, neither shalt thou eat the hyena. Thou shalt not, says he, become an adulterer or fornicator. Neither shalt thou resemble such persons. Why so? Because this animal changes its nature year by year and becometh one time male, and becometh at one time male, and at another female. Look up the hyena. It really changes its nature every year. It has a penis one year and a vagina one year. Don't be like that. Don't be like a hyena. That sounds like a hermaphrodite. Don't be a he, she. Hey, I see why they hid this. Moreover, he has hated the weasel also with good reason. Thou shalt not, says he, become such as those men whom we hear as working iniquity with their mouth for uncleanliness. Neither shalt thou cleave unto impure women who work iniquity with their mouth, for this animal conceiveth with its mouth. Come on now. Even if you're married, don't go down on your wife. Wife, don't go down on your man, because that's not what that's made for. Don't be like a weasel. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing, but it's real. It's not even meant for that anyway. You're not meant to conceive out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going. Concerning meats, then Moses received three decrees to this effect, and uttered them in a spiritual sense, but they accepted them according to the lust of the flesh, as though they referred to eating. You heard that? And David also received knowledge of the same three decrees, and says, blessed is the man who have not gone in the counsel of the ungodly, even as the fishes go in darkness into the depths, and have not stood in the path of sinners, just as they who pretend to fear the Creator sin like swine, and have not sat on the seat of the destroyers, as the birds that are seated for prey. Yeah, have now the complete lesson concerning eating. Ye have now the complete lesson concerning eating. Again, Moses says, ye shall everything that devoureth the hoof and cheweth the cud. What meaneth he? He that receives the food knoweth him that gives him the food, and being refreshed appeareth to rejoice in him. Well said he, having regard to the commandment. What then meaneth he? Cleaving to those that fear the Creator, with those who meditate in their heart on the distinction of the word which they have received, with those who tell the ordinances of Yahuwah and keep them, with those who know the meditation is a work of gladness, and who chew the cud of the word of Yahuwah. But why that which devoureth the hoof? Because the righteous man both walketh in this world, and at the same time look for the holy world to come. Ye see how wise a lawgiver Moses was? But whence should they perceive or understand these things? Howbeit we have justly perceived the commandments, telling them as Yahuwah will. To this end he circumcised our ears and hearts, that we might understand these things. You see why they hid the epistle, the Gospel of Barnabas? Because it really put down what Moses meant. That's why we have conflicting scriptures in the Bible. I can go in the 66 and show you where you shouldn't be eating meat, you shouldn't be sacrificing, and I can go to where it's okay to eat flesh and it's okay to sacrifice. The fight is not against you, my brothers and sisters. It's about how they scribed the text, what they added and what they took away. I'm just here to show you what I know. So let's go back to this. And then I'm going to end it. The Gospel of Barnabas was accepted as a canonical gospel in the churches of Alexandria till 325 AD. In 325 AD, the Nicene Council was held, where it was ordered that all original gospel in the Hebrew script should be destroyed, and an edict was issued that anyone in possession of these gospels will be put to death. In 383 AD, the Pope secured the Gospel of Barnabas. That's my wife texting. I gotta go. I'm your brother. I'm not a moray. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a brother that love to get knowledge and love to share the truth. Much love. All praise to the Creator.